Hello, sweet babies. Romey is here. It's been far too long since the last video. Once again, I apologize for that, but you will hear, I'm sure, eventually throughout this video that I am still sick. I caught a flu about a week, 2 weeks ago. That was going around, I guess, and it kicked my butt because I don't feel good. And this is like the very end of it, so we are outside in my lovely backyard, and today I'm gonna be talking about something very important to me, but while I'm talking about it, I didn't want to just be all serious and stare at the camera and talk about it. And I've been dying to get this craft done for weeks. So I figured I would get this craft done while I talk to you guys. And the craft is my little fairy garden. So I have my fairy garden pieces. Precious. Like I said, I'm gonna work on my fairy garden while I talk to you guys. But I want to talk to you about something that I've been struggling with until very recently, and it's a very interesting revelation that I feel like I had come to, so I wanted to share that with you guys. God, I feel like I should maybe I should separate and DIY this for you guys. Whatever, we're gonna do 2 in 1 today. Okay, so what I want to talk about is medication, and that is medication that may help you have an easier time in life. So I take medication that was prescribed for me after speaking with my primary care physician and a therapist and a psychiatrist. And they all decided that it would be best if I started to regulate my system a bit with some medication. So what I take is Fluoexetine, and I take a very, 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 very mild dosage, and I take 1 little pill a day. And part of my story is I have been on that medication for, oh goodness, I want to say definitely like a solid year by now, a year and some time. And it helps me immensely. It helps me every single day in my life. So I take the medication daily, and I also take it with my birth control. And I ran out of my birth control for a minute. I know this is totally TMI. And I was being really lazy, and I wasn't getting my refills yet. And long story short, because I take both the pills at the same time, because I wasn't taking one, then I was slipping on taking the other like a totally irresponsible child. And I foolishly realized that I was going weeks at this point without my medication, and that's not good. It was not good at all. I realized after a few weeks were going by and I was not on my medication, the medication was not in my system, while I was doing all my other normal practices and tools that I have and practice in my daily life, I was really slipping. I was really slipping, y'all. I was really starting to bum out. And I really could tell in multiple aspects, I was not feeling okay. I felt really out of control. I felt like everything was slipping through my fingers. I felt unmotivated. I didn't feel like I could handle little stuff anymore. And it was a feeling that I'm used to in my past, but I haven't had such a consistent struggle with that anymore. So to have those feelings come back, I knew something was wrong. Something was wrong. Get your shit together. Like, you're a big girl and you can handle this, and you know, you're strong and you have the tools to get through this, so why are you acting like such a sissy, and why are you acting like this is the end of the world, and why are you so unmotivated? Like, get up, go do something. You've got all these ideas for videos you want to make, you've got all these crafts that you want to finish and continue to sell and make things for people, and you're not doing any of that, and there's no reason for you not to, so what's going on? And yeah, it was probably like a month that I wasn't on my medication, and it made a total difference in my world. And it was interesting to A, realize that, and then B, okay, well, you know, I can't really beat myself up because what's done is done. Like, the damage is literally done. But I need to obviously get my butt back into a proper schedule, and I need to really pay attention to stuff like that. And it's good that I pay attention. So I guess I should say I need to continue to pay attention to stuff like that. It's really hard to be in tune with your body, and I know that. And it's really hard in today's world. We all have got our own different struggles. And we all have our own traumas from the past that we, you know, as much as we'd like to say we've dealt with things or we're completely functioning adult, we still could all use some help. And my way of getting help is living a holistic life as much as I can, keeping my connection with nature and the earth, because that's what makes me happy, practicing a healthy lifestyle for my body, going to regular therapy appointments and taking it seriously, and then using what I learn from therapy on a regular basis in my daily life, and taking my medication. And there was a long time in my past that I was very against medicine. Multiple reasons. I have no problem admitting I really feel like my nose was just up in the air for, you know, I had my educated responses of why I didn't want to take medicine, but for the most part, I think that, you know, my ancestors survived without you shoving a bunch of pills in their face, so why can't I? But our ancestors also did not live in 2018, so it's something that I struggled with, and it's something that I was very honest with my doctor about, that I wasn't really into medicine. And I'm not ashamed at all to say that I have to take medicine at all, and I think that nobody should be ashamed if you have to take medicine. I think that there's a really good chance that you worked really hard to get to that place, and the fact that you're able to admit that you do need some help in some areas is great. So get help and then be happy. And my doctor took me seriously, and he understood my concerns, and together we agreed on the lowest dosage possible. So in Walgreens speak, Fluoexetine is Prozac. So I take Prozac, and yeah, like I said, I couldn't be happier, y'all. I could not be happier that together me and some licensed professionals found the right option to just really help me, because like I said, it's a daily battle. It's a daily battle. It is not fun feeling like you just can't go on anymore. It's not fun. And it's unhealthy to be unhappy all of the time. That's not what we are on this earth for at all. I firmly believe that if you just live as happy as you can every single day, regardless of what happens to us at the end, at least you can look back on this particular life and you had a damn happy life. It's so scary to think that we lose more people every day, and it's scary to think that we have friends who are struggling just like us, and it's scary to think that we are struggling. It's scary to think, I just want to jump in front of that car right now and I don't care what happens to me. And that's a real thought. That's a real thought that a lot of us have, and I know that because I've had those thoughts. And if you haven't had those thoughts, congratulations. You are very lucky, and you should know that when you're having a rough day, don't forget what that's like, because when you're not having rough days, other people are having those rough days. And not everybody is lucky enough to A, be able to have health insurance that covers all of their doctor's visits. B, they might not have a good support system. C, they might want to get help but not know where to even begin. Or D, a million other fucking reasons. I guess what I wanted to come and talk to you guys about was, I know there's a lot of you out there that have told me, or I just know because I feel like it's not that hard to guess. You may feel like you don't have options, but I promise you there are options out there. I've heard horror stories about speaking to a doctor or putting yourself on medication. And granted, there's plenty of people out there that have super valid reasons of why they can't take medication, or if they've tried it, and horror stories, and I get it, but there's also a huge percentage of people that it might make a huge difference for you guys. And I would love for you guys to not have to struggle if you are struggling. Because I've struggled before, and it's not fun, and I've felt the freedom of not struggling, and I want you guys to feel that freedom. I think I wanted to share with you guys just one positive story of a person who was also afraid to have someone prescribe them a pill, but I have seen the difference that it's made for my life, and I would do it 1,000 times if I had to. If you don't know my struggles, I have discussed them in videos before, so you can check those out if you would like. But I definitely feel like it was a road for me. It was a road. I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. I wasn't sure if I was gonna come out of it alive. I just knew that I didn't want to be as miserable and suicidal as I was at that moment. And if somebody was offering me some help, I was gonna take that help. And that help came in forms of Kaiser. And they sent me to an intensive outpatient program. And from there, I learned coping skills, and I learned that I am not alone in this crazy fucking battle of mental struggles. And I learned that there are total options for me to breathe a little bit easier. And I know a lot of you guys are struggling out there. We're losing people left and right to suicide, and It sucks. And I've talked about it a little bit on Twitter, but I'll never stop repeating it. You can't just talk about suicide the day after, you know? We gotta talk about it more. And we gotta reach out more to one another. And we need to be kinder to one another. And we need to be more understanding. We need to be more open. We need to be more selfless. And we just need to be better friends and humans in general. And I know a lot of you are trying, and I love you and I appreciate you so much for trying with me, because I feel like I'm trying every damn day to make this place better, just any way that I can. But I'm never gonna stop trying, and I'm never gonna stop trying to be a better person, and I don't want you to ever stop trying to be a better person. I want you to always, always, always put a smile on people's faces in any way that you can. And I want you to smile on your beautiful, beautiful little face. So smile. Make fairy gardens, garden, exercise. Exercising is so, so, so good for you. Exercising gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't kill their husbands. Go to a fashion show. Go to a play. Go see classical music, an orchestra. Go to Target. Go make a smoothie. Go walk your baby. Go to the beach. Go to a park. Go to the library. Go to a homeless shelter. Go to your friend's house. Go to your aunt's house. Go to your grandma's house. Go to lunch with your grandpa. Go to a movie with your dad. Take your siblings out to a movie. Reach out. Do what you can. Give back. Breathe. Take your medication. Take your vitamins. And please know that we need you on this earth. We need all of us. And I don't want you going anywhere. I want you here. Because if you are not here, who am I talking to? I'm talking to nobody. So I need you here. So I am gonna finish this up, and then I'll show you guys my fairy garden when I'm all done. But I think I said what I said, and I've come to say what I said, and I think I've said it. I hope I've said it. God, I hope I can edit this video and it makes sense. I hope this video makes sense by the end. If not, I guess I'll just sum it up once again. That there are options out there, and I know that it's scary, but I got your back, and I love you. I'll be right back. Alright, gang. Here is the finished product. So I found this super cute container. Thought it was very appropriate. Most of these pieces came from Michael. And the ideas came from my brain. And I guess Pinterest. And the simple fact that fairy gardens are awesome. There's my little miniature tree. I looked for him very carefully. Talking about this little guy. It's my magical tree. I had Tinkerbell work some magic for me. But yeah, I think it's precious. I love it. And I'm totally gonna make more fairy gardens. Because I love this. Yay. Let me know if you guys have a fairy garden of your own. Alright, babes. Well, I hope you liked my fairy garden. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying your week. Hope you're enjoying summer. Please let me know what your thoughts are and if you have any questions on anything we discussed in this video. And please don't ever forget that if nobody loves you, Romey loves you. Bye, babes.